Yeah. Yeah. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mess. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mess. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. The work we putting in won't be overlooked. Our body language, your boy looks shook, and he should be. I be Marcus can be at the rim, don't get touchy. I can't believe this is happening. The merge from north to south. I don't doubt many men, but many men in the end get lost. Hell of a cause, cause everyone trying to be the boss. But then society give me a pause. Raise the applause for the fucking terrorism, making an error. Knee deep in every endeavor, stay classy and clever. Hieroglyphics to letters. Everything that I do is all for the better. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mess. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mess. Putting out every fire like a fireman.
Yo, you never knew that I spit the scriptures like rabbi. Spit that fake shit, never have I. You don't wanna be an enemy, but an ally. Before I have to cut your body parts like a tan line. You out your damn mind, thinking you could box with us. We like some juggernauts, homie, you ain't stopping us. Pop the clutch, speeding off with lots of bucks. You watching us, get blinded when we cock and bust. Don't ever worry about what could have been. Death around the corner, know the casket's what they put me in. Living on the bottom of the bottom, what I'm looking in. I'm going after every fucking thing that I should have been.
I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mess. Putting out every fire like a fireman. I never knew what it could have been. Adrenaline kicking in, ain't no minute, man. We taking off for the cause and now by your mess. Putting out every fire like a fireman.
Yo, we are back.
Yeah, big apologies. Sound kind of didn't work in our favor, but regardless, thank you guys for tuning in. This is the Cake It Podcast. We are here with Indian K, holding down the interview. We're not gonna do the whole intro again because you guys already know the intro by now. But of course, you got Louis, you got Bruce, Indian K, myself, and Piccolo holding down the production. It's not Piccolo's fault. It was just, it happens. But nonetheless, we'll get back to it, jump into it, because we were chatting it up with Indian K, and he was giving us his story of how he grew up in Rincon, Arizona, and was born in LA, and just being a full West Coast representative, especially out here doing his hip hop music and positive speaking. So, K, thank you for holding that down, bro.
Yeah, bro. I do apologize once again. Would you want to go ahead and give a quick rundown of exactly how where you were born and how you moved around from place to place?
Yeah. So I was born in Los Angeles, but my reservation's right here in Rincon, San Diego County, and I grew up. I left Escondido at 11 and went to Phoenix and grew up there. I was in the foster care system, you know what I mean? My father caught 3 strikes. That's the reason why we left here. I went in and out of juvenile hall, county prison. It wasn't until like my first daughter, like I was saying, that I kind of changed my whole life around. And I always had music, so once I kind of got myself right, then I start focusing on music.
That was crazy though, because it was just back in the 90s, right? Where the 3 strikes law was first in place.
Yeah. It was when he caught his, it was 95. Yeah, when they had first just started.
Yeah, there's like a famous case of where a guy stole a slice of pizza or some shit like that, and that was his felony.
Yeah,
and they cut. And
there was a lot of people. Like my dad used to tell me, a lot of people sunglasses.
Yep.
They stole sunglasses, but it was their 3rd strike. I mean, how my father went down, it was nonviolent. His 3rd strike was nonviolent.
Really?
He was hitting the Mervins, just grab, back in the day they grab the clothes and dip out. but he was like hitting them like all through from Oceanside down.
Oh, damn.
And so they like, it was more than just like stealing. It
Yeah.
became like something deeper, but
Yeah,
it still was like there was no
yeah.
victims. There was, you know what I'm saying?
Just clothes.
And yeah, and
This kind of clothes
he-
gone.
you know, that's how he caught his. But there's a lot of people that caught that third strike, and I don't think it was necessarily fair. You know what I'm saying for them.
Yeah, no, like even right now with some of those cases about cannabis, you know, like especially here in the state of California, it's basically legal, but you still have people locked up for some shit that at least back then maybe was illegal. But like even now, dude, like shoplifting, like you see all these videos on YouTube now, like they don't even stop them. They don't do shit. You
Don't
know?
they even got some places where it's like as long as you're not stealing so much, like they're not even gonna prosecute.
Yeah,
you?
exactly. It's like $1,000 or something.
Yeah,
Something,
so it's
something like
like-
that.
Yeah, it's the cannabis stuff too is crazy, man. Because like I said, I grew up in Arizona, and when I was doing time over there, man, like they didn't play over there. I was in there with a dude. He was doing 2.5 years because when he got pulled over, he had a half a joint in his ass.
God damn.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, damn, dog, like they did you dirty. And like it's you know what I mean? Like and everybody like has this story of prison where they're like, oh, I didn't, it's not as serious, and you're like, no, you were robbing banks or you were doing homie, you're tripping. But when he told it and he showed us like his transcript, like, yo, you're not lying, like because of a half a joint. Because they didn't have like it wasn't like under a limit, you know, back then. It was just like you got
you have it,
drugs,
you
you're
have it,
possession. That's possession right there. That's a possession charge.
Mhm.
Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit of experience of being in the foster care system, what's your thoughts about it all?
So like I don't think the foster care system when I was coming up, I'm 40 years old, so
Yeah.
when I was young, you know what I'm saying, and I hear that it's kind of better now, but it's still the same. It was crooked. Like the foster care system I came up in was like kids being molested, facilities being shut down because of like neglect, abuse, molestation was the big thing, you know, like
Yeah.
and then I never made it into like a foster home. I always stayed in group homes or shelters because I was always in and out of juvie, like.
Yeah.
And then the group homes I was in wasn't like married. It wasn't like this family took this all in shit. It was like there's a staff and there's 3 shifts or there's a live-in for 5 days, but we're all like kids that are coming out of juvenile hall from every different part of the town, all different gangs, you know what I'm saying? Like it in that aspect it was all right for me, but like it's not trying to be mean, but like if you were weak, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you were going to be treated like you were weak. And that came to like, we didn't know, we weren't like letting it happen or no, but as a kid, I'm thinking tough. But like homies being molested by the staff and nobody knows it. But we're just like, homie, you're just weak. But we don't realize like this was being beat. He's being molested.
Yeah.
So of course he's weak. He's mentally being drained. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing nice. You know what I mean? Like they didn't keep, their job is to keep families together or at least help rehabilitate to get you back to your family. And in that time, that didn't matter. It was like, we're going to put you over here because we can pay them this much money and we get a kickback too of all this stuff going on. Because it's all money.
Yeah.
All that's money. You know what I mean? They weren't trying to help families. In my time, they weren't trying to help families. I seen kids being taken from households where it was like, all right, maybe their parents need a little counseling or some shit, but like you're pulling these kids and putting them with us. Because I never seen myself as a victim, dog.
Right.
Like, and that ain't trying to be tough or none of that shit, but I was like, some of you guys don't deserve to be here with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys don't deserve to be here with me because I just adapted to it. Like, I knew I wasn't leaving. You know what I mean? They told me at 11 years old, like, you're here till you're 18. So I was like, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm a program.
And it was you and your brother, right?
Yeah,
so were
me
you
and my
brother
older
split
brother.
or you guys stayed together?
So here's the crazy part. In the beginning, we hit different shelters because it was based on age. I hit 11 and under, and then he went to another shelter that was 11 on up. And this staff that happened to work at both of our places, and we didn't really know it until he's like you fools look alike. You look like somebody over there, and right. And I guess he said, "You got a brother or something?" And he said, "Yeah." He said, "His name Joseph." They're like, Yeah. He's like, I work with him over there. So then my older brother started sending me like these packages because they were doing, I don't know if you guys, how old you guys are, or if they still have it, but like NFL Quarterback Club, they like came out and they'd do like these like events and you can like throw the ball through, but it was like the NFL, you know what I'm saying?
shit.
Like somehow my brother went with his shelter, sent me backpacks. Then once we linked with that, my brother pushed the issue of like, yo, whatever the fuck happens from here, can I cuss? My bad.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can say whatever the fuck you want on
Yeah, all right.
this.
So, like whatever happens, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You need to keep us together. Or else I'm gonna like I'm not gonna like go with the program type shit,
Yeah.
right? They ended up putting us in the same group home, and for the most part, we always rode together unless like we were locked up, because then he would hit a different pod than I would, because they wouldn't keep us on the floor.
Hmm.
If we were on the floor together, one of us had to be locked down. That's not just us. That's just any, because we're always co-defendants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So anybody, that's not just us. Anybody would go in if you were guys were co-defendants. That one of you has to be locked down to but they try to move you out. They'll move you somewhere else. But other than that, yeah, we always ended up back together. But that was our like, that's all I got.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So of course I'm gonna find my brother, and he thought the same way. Of course I'm gonna find my brother, and he actually, when he turned 18, he basically took like custody of me.
Guardianship.
Yeah, type shit. Like he was going to my school and like being my my
Yeah.
parent. But we were living all fucked up. We ended up all catching cases, going away, doing years. But he always like tried to keep me on that right road. You know what I mean? But yeah, the streets had a hold on me bad though back then. So life was gonna make me learn at that point. Like that shit, I was gonna have to go through some shit to learn.
Yeah.
Hey, but shout out to your brother, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to your older bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the foster care does sound like another juvie system, to be honest, bro. Like, just having the non-ending revolving door, just one thing after another, but the same type scenario.
No, for sure.
But when was it that you were able to find music and kind of have that as your outlet?
So I've always loved music, but like hip hop, rapping Fortes, I'll be around, caught my ear, but it wasn't until like years later in the group home. So back to the group homes, they're just regular people. The staff are just regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like they're nothing. You don't have to like have to. I don't now maybe I don't know, but then you just like can't have like weird shit, like weird cases and stuff. But they were just regular people. They just happened to be like some dudes came from wherever, and they would have to be from LA, and dudes from Chicago. So they would have these staff meetings, right? And they would get their paychecks and shit. But I would catch these fools like rapping. They'd be out there. There's grown adults out there rapping, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, and like I like music at this time, and I'm getting on the hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just listening to them, and I'm like, damn, I could do that shit. Like in my head, I just knew because I'm like, at 13 years old and shit, I've already have felt like, dog, I'm only 13 years old, and I've fucking lived. I know I've lived a harder and a more experienced, even though, like, I was just a stupid ass kid, right? Life was hard, but it's like you get experience as you grow.
Right.
So at 13, no, I'm not like going through more than somebody at 21. But in my head, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is what I'm carrying. This is what? You're my staff. I'm living this.
Shit.
You get to go home.
But as they started putting me on, and rest in peace to my OG Big Phrase. He's the one who put me on the hip hop. He just recently passed away. He caught me like messing with stuff and like rapping, and then he was like, yo, respect the craft. It don't matter what you're saying, dog, if you respect the craft. You know what I'm saying? If it's you respect it and it's real. Because I used to be like, even now I kind of like, I know that my style, like especially freestyling or anything, is like aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm like conscious of certain places. Even people be like, no, it's cool. You can say whatever you want, freestyle. Yeah. I just like kind of like, because I know like I have a different, I don't know, the flow's aggressive, right? Unless it's like, if I'm writing songs though, then I get to write how I want to
Is there like a huge difference between when you're writing a song and just freestyling?
For me, yeah, because when I write a song, it's really coming from in here. Like I take the time to like, I know the picture I want to paint. Whereas when I'm freestyling, I come from like them days of like, if I'm in a cipher, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't, I'm not saying it to knock anything, but a cipher now is like, let's all just go around, right? When I was coming up as a youngster, right, it was like a cipher was like, dog, we're all cool, but once we start rapping, dog, I'm gonna show you guys I'm the best. This. So when I freestyle, that comes out. It's a real aggression, but dog, you know what I mean? Like that's because that's just how I see
It's
like
a freestyle,
yeah, and that's my freestyle side of it. I don't know, like I like to think that the writing keeps me in the like peaceful zone, and that freestyle allows me to be like the aggressive part of me.
Battle
without
rapper
having to be
style
like
shit,
aggressive and shit. You know what
I
I'm saying?
was just gonna say it's more like battle rap, bro. Cause like it's a whole different monster, dude. You are out there to be the man that's got the bars.
Yeah.
It's like the best way I would compare it would be like comedy, where you have like your specials and then you have the roast battles.
Yeah.
You know, is like this is the same shit, just like, you know, over bars. You know, bars and beats, dog. Like, you know, it's yeah, man.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, well, quick shout out to everybody out there tuning in on YouTube. See a couple of comments out there. Yeah. Boogie's Flavor. Trey
Hello,
Boogie.
OG.
What's good? All right. We got saying salute to my fam, Indian K, and big love to the platform from your big homies, big homie Trey Boogie. Hey,
Trey
shout out, Trey.
Boogie.
Thank you, bro.
Hell yeah, we got a couple on Instagram, I believe. If you would do is that favorite Piccolo.
Piccolo. There we go.
Oh yeah.
We got some trophies. We got some fires. We got a bunch of emojis, man. Hey, thank you everybody on IG. Shout out everybody on Spotify and Apple Podcasts too.
Salute.
Elizabeth saying right next to her Rez.
Yeah, that's fam right there. Yeah, she from San Francisco.
Oh shit, for real.
Yeah.
Non-stop the Miles saying go win. And yeah, like Vic said, a bunch more emojis. Shout out to everybody tuning in.
Yeah, salute everybody for real.
But man, let me so aside from hip hop, like what are some other genres that you like really fuck with?
I like obviously like old school music in the sense of like oldies.
Okay.
But like neo soul, I like neo soul. I like I guess it'd be alternative rock.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mainly listen to podcasts now though. Like
shit.
What was your first CD you ever owned?
East 1999 Bone Thugs.
Nice.
Me and my brothers.
Nice.
Yeah, we stole that shit out of Kmart.
I just saw them perform to a front wave just the other week.
Yeah.
Still
Shout out to
banging.
Bone, man. Like that CD changed a lot. Like I didn't realize at the time because I just liked the music, but like I know why I flow the way I flow because of this, like the Bone Thugs, the artists that I listened to growing up. You know what I mean? Like I hear it now. I didn't realize it at the time, like Scarface and you know all those guys. And like, damn, the Bone Thugs though is like why I know that I ride music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know, like with Bone, that's why I have that melody to my shit.
It's like that slight harmony, bro. They got it's
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna one up it from Bruce. What's your favorite track in that album?
Oh, damn! I couldn't honestly even pick a favorite one off of that. I like the whole album, like just to play that shit and go, like for real.
no skips on that shit.
Yeah,
It's one of those you can play it from the start to the end.
Yeah, so honestly, I'd say I can't pick a song on it. Like,
All right.
yeah, the whole album for me is it straight up.
And now let's go ahead and take it back to the music. When did you first start taking it serious?
Oh shoot, like 2011 or some shit like that. Yeah.
What motivated you to take it serious?
My older brother, actually, man.
Shit.
Yeah, he changed his life, and like I'm proud of him. You know, he was completely able to like turn it like leave like if you looked at my older brother right now, you wouldn't even know, you know what I'm saying, like half the shit in places he's been. And like, and not to put his business out, but you know what I mean? Like he doesn't care about that life no more. And he just you just see it in him, like, you know, and but he basically I he always encouraged me with the music. And then around 2011 when like he kind of see like, oh, he's kind of settled down. And I don't know if I was trying to record off a computer or some shit, and he's like, yo, you down to take this shit serious? And like, yeah. And he bought us 2 blue mics, just like, you know, the gray like podcast, just one. But it at the time back then it was like, all right, we could do something with that. I didn't have like a real setup, you know what I'm saying? So it ended up working out. And then yeah, he sent me that shit in the mail, and I got that, and I had my little computer. I didn't realize I needed more shit. But it put me into going to school. I actually went to community college to do the engineering program, because I was like, I want to know how to do this, because I don't know nobody, and I was living in Central California at the time. So I'm just like, how do I got to figure this out, right? And then I'm like, I could go to school. Then I started going to school, and it's like financial aid. So I'm like, wait, I could get paid to go to school. So, but it's like I'm doing something that I actually like, and then in the midst of me thinking, I don't know why I thought I was just gonna go in there and fucking like, hey, I want to learn how to like record myself. Like I had to do a course, so I had to learn how to read sheet music. I learned how to write. I had to pick an instrument, so I picked the piano and shit. And I can't play for nothing, but like it taught me, I learned how to read music and shit, like real music. All trying to just chase like being able to engineer myself.
Gotta get the basics out the way.
Yeah, all of my brothers sending me that mic, man. And then I just was like, fuck it. When I moved back down here, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna give it a run. You know what I'm saying?
Blue mic, man. That's a classic mic.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that shit. I think one of my homies had one when we first started the podcast, and it came in clutch, man.
Yeah, it definitely. You know, knowing now, I'd have been like, I would have picked a whole different.
Yeah. For a starter, it's really good.
Yeah, it was definitely. It helped.
Yeah.
It definitely helped.
What was the first project that you put out? Can you remember?
We did so my brother was rapping with me too at the time. I think it was 'Cause I'm Cool. Yeah. I think it was 'Cause I'm Cool. And that was like, we had like some of those beats had tags on them and shit in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like people were like, you can use them, but like you gotta leave my tag.
Yeah.
And like I said, I didn't know what the fuck we were doing, dog. Like I just know I want to make music. You know what I'm saying? And we did that, and what we do? We did Left Coast Fresh, and then it wasn't until I did Culture House Boy, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this, like I gotta take this up more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like in the scene, I'm meeting the Rick Scales and shit, and they're like giving me pointers of like, yo, dog, you know what I'm saying? You should link with this person, and my boy Marcy Yates out of Omaha, he happened to fucking slide me beats, and I went and recorded it with Samurai over at his little spot he had, and pressed up CDs, and and got to pushing. So I mean, I put out those 2 with my brother, but if you like, the Culture House Boy is like where like everybody who remembers that time will remember me walking around with a backpack and being like, here's my CD. And folks would be like, oh, I ain't got no money on me.
Take it.
Yeah. Take it. Everybody that would take my CD, I was just giving it out to her like everywhere. You know what I mean? Rick Scales and all them guys would invite me to shows and shit. Bring your CDs. Go down there, support. And then next thing you know, people are like, hey, dog, we like the music. We like the music and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. And that shit, you touched my heart. You know what I mean? Because I put my heart into that shit. So, but yeah, I would say the Culture House Boy was probably, if that's going off of that. But, you know, because the 2 mixtapes, we didn't even know how to mix and shit. Yeah, I mean, I still I got the CD. I listened to it. I'm like, we had some good concept songs. I'm like, well, this shit sounds fucking dark.
Just live and learn.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you take this back? We talked about your first project. Can you take us back to your first show and performing live? How was that?
So I did I think it was an OB with Legion X. Legion X used to throw shows down there, if I'm correct. Or he just so I met Legion X. I know this is kind of going, but it kind of.
Oh, no, go
No,
for it.
you're
Go for
good.
it. Yeah.
So I used to live on Al Cajon and Winona down there. I don't know what the area that is. That's still City Heights. I don't know, but either way, there was a smoke shop down there called Aztec, and I was coming by and I seen this dude setting up, and he had, you guys know Legion X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And he's like always has his paint on and shit, and it's like turn around, let me go see what this dude's up to and shit. And he was setting up for a show, and I stood there and I watched him, and I swear to God, he was on like a milk crate, and he gave like the best fucking show ever, right? I was like, damn. So I like chopped it up with him, and then he's like, yo, I do something over here or something, and somehow I end up doing his show down there in OB.
Okay.
And yeah, I gotta say that's probably the first show. I did a backyard thing, but I don't count that as like first show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Legion X,
Yeah,
man.
shout out
Yeah.
to Legion X,
Shout
man.
out, bro.
And yeah, he got some dope music too. Like right now, he got it out. So he's a creative. He's a good brother too, man. Good brother.
Yeah, no, definitely spot on word right there, man. He's all around creative because, like, from his music videos to like the way he arranges and mixes his music,
Yeah.
great performer.
His live shows too, man.
Oh, his live shows are crazy.
Dude.
Yeah, they're crazy. He does it.
From some of the like projects and tracks that you've worked on, what is one of your favorite ones?
Like my projects or just anything.
Just any of the projects you've worked on, or one of each. You know, which one is your personal favorite, and then when you like a feature that you've done.
I would say duality of my projects is probably my favorite because I got like, so Culture House Boy is like telling that side of the story of how I grew up, because
Yeah.
Culture House is actually the name of the group home,
Oh.
that one of their homes.
Mm.
So it's called Culture House Boy. Like that's what I mean. That's the name of the fucking group home that I was in.
Yeah, that sounds hard though.
But duality, right, was like I had to do the Culture House Boy, but I was living in the duality. So it just was like, okay, I got that out the way. I had to get that off my chest. And then I was able to jump into duality and get like present. Like I got Little Indian Boy on there, talking to my son. And I got a song called Earth Caves In, and just talking about like, I just want to be great, and like how I was like feeling as a grown up now, like I
Yeah.
just feel like it was just more pure. Like duality, because I made duality too, and I feel like, yeah, there's things in it. Like I may go in on that, but like duality, the whole body of duality is like, I feel like you listen to that, you can hear like, damn, this dude's speaking like from his fucking soul. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Feature wise, I would say me and Smalls Uno, As I Knew It, because that allowed me to tap into a crazy place.
What do you mean with crazy place?
Like when because of the concept as I knew it, raised in the streets, and so my verse is like, basically describing of like how I was thrown into this pit and how I was raised to be, and like how I'm gonna keep it stand up. It wasn't like trying to brag, but like after I like laid it and heard it back, I still listen to it today, and like I feel it, and it like puts me back in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. But it's weird because now it makes me happy because I go like, damn, I'm not that dude no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, because it's like real aggressive, But I like it because it brought that out of me. Like, not a lot of songs I can like, of my own, can like listen to. Like, a lot of my music I don't listen to. I put it on.
You just put it out, and once it's out,
But
you're
there's
just
some
like,
that I like go in, I listen to that shit, and it like puts me, because all go in is me telling like I'm just talking about like the people I've ran through in my life that I didn't realize was trying to help me, and like now I'm seeing, and like now it's like, but when I'm saying it, and like I'm listening to myself say it, it's like I go back into this time. I like that. I like that. Other than if my songs don't do that to me, I just like keep moving. Like there's a lot of my songs where people are like, yo, what did you say in this one song? I really like this song. I'm like, I don't know.
where'd that come from? Us
Yeah,
just
Did you
wrote
say
it down.
that one track Farewell was one of them?
Yeah, that was one of them right there. You know, like I wish I would have did that right, but I get so many people that are like, dude, you did it the way it was
You did
supposed
the
to be
damn
done.
thing on that track, bro.
Yeah,
You said
and
what
that's one of
exactly
those
what it
things
was.
too. Like, yeah, that I listen to that one a lot because that's for my dad, and it just puts me in that place. Like,
Mhm.
you know, for me, it helps me to be able to like to digest because obviously he wasn't the perfect father and shit, but it also is like I don't know, like saying, "Yo, I forgive you." You know what I mean? And like I didn't think I got a chance to really say that to him. And so it's like I feel like music like, you know, flows the air and shit. So it's like I know you're gonna hear it in this. Like I know this will give you some type of peace. Like maybe I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? But the whole energy of like farewell, it's just like, you know, I love you, I forgive you. And like your faults, I realized as an adult, I had some of the same issues that he went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, but I didn't tell him that when he was alive. You know what I mean? So I had to put it in the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, that's one of them. That's one of them.
Would you say you were able to like understand that after becoming a father yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and you know, there's still things. Obviously, I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't make those choices, but I know that I was able to like get away from a lot of the stuff that he never was able to get away from. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know also, you know, we all make our own choices, and I'm pretty sure at a certain point, you know, he made his choice. I know definitely, you know, when he got the third strikes, and this is one thing I don't blame him for because I think I used to when I was young of like, man, like what the fuck, you know? But I'm like, man, when I got locked up and when I did my time, I wasn't like it's time to change and shit. I was like, I'm from a program, but I made sure, yo, after I'm done doing what I gotta do here, like I'm done with this shit. You know what I'm saying? My dad never got that chance. You know what I'm saying? Like he got hit with the 25 to life, and then he ended up passing away a few years back. You know what I'm saying? In prison. But it's like, so yeah, that. You know, he had a drug addiction and shit, and you know, I've been through that shit. I still stumble with some of my own, you know, addictions and shit, and I just little shit like that. You know, choices he made as having, you know, I don't just choices he made. It's easy to like being young and just be mad and me, but it's like, you know, some of the decisions my father had to make, man, it's like fuck. I know that fucked him up mentally. I know mentally, you know, I know that mentally it's like, you know. It's yeah, you know, I understand, I don't, or maybe I'm just getting older, but it's like I don't have time to like worry about the, you know, why
The past.
and yeah, and even to be mad at my father, like the times I visited him in prison before he passed, it was like, it was love, you know, I still felt like a little kid when I hugged him, and he still treated me like I was his little son, and you know what I mean, and so it's like, fuck, you know, it's the cards that we were dealt, but it's easier now to like I ain't perfect, you know, like, and so I'm no room to judge anybody, whether it be my father or anybody, you know? And I try not to, but you know, I get caught up in being judgmental sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all do, bro. I mean, man, you get pissed off with somebody and you're like, damn, you need to, if you can only change this
Yeah,
about
yeah.
yourself, then everything will be cool. But like, you know, it's hard when you see it from the outside compared to how they experience it in the inside.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, you know, you're a bit younger too, so you know, you still have like that young like courage, you know, where you're just like,
Straight up.
Yeah, for
thing,
sure.
you know, I'm
Yeah.
right and shit.
And you know what? Right there, man. When you were touching in onto like, you know, forgive and forget and grow. Is that kind of what sparked you into like, you know, reaching your platform in a different way, which is like more of a positive way?
Yeah, you know that, and then like my kids, you know, like my music changed a lot in the direction because I didn't want them to hear like, not that I didn't want them to hear, I didn't want my music to come off as like bragging.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like every time I write, and especially when I start talking about like street life, I try not to make it ever sound like I'm bragging about that
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm
glorifying
saying?
it.
Like, but it's part of my life heavy, and like it was something that I was, you know, heavily involved with for a lot of my life. And now I try to use my music to like still be me and still give that, but I want the message that when people hear that type of stuff, they're like, oh, he's like, he's trying to give you like a gem, like, because I've always been real straightforward of like, yo, homie, if you want to choose this life, dog, this is what comes with it, dog. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If you want to choose, you know, the life of the streets, and I know the streets ain't really a big deal that much anymore. I don't really know. I'm out of the tune, but I do know that if that's the life you choose, dog, there's things that come with it that you're not avoiding. Prison is one of them. You know what I'm saying? So if you think you could be in the streets and you ain't never been to prison and you're never going to go to prison, and then, you know, I don't speak too much on depths of prison stuff, but we all know how prison works in California, and Arizona operates similar. So, all right, you're going to risk your freedom to not only deal with that, but now go in there and deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with other shit. Like I tell people, man, you could go in prison to do your time, but what if happens if you happen to hit that 1 yard at the wrong time? Because you're going to be part of what you're going to be part of, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I try to just push everything, and then I felt like the way that how I'm saying that, I could help. So it's like, I kind of fell back on the music aspect just because, I don't know, I just kind of lost it. But as I started like talking, it started helping me, and then
Doing whole vlogging.
yeah. And so I just try to transform it into something positive. So I still want to tell my story, but I want it to be to help. I don't want it to ever come off of like,
Yeah, it's kind of like another like hitting a different stage in your writing process.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like as aggressive as like you were saying with your freestyles.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about the vlogging, you want to go ahead and input that to the crowd or to our viewers that are not aware?
Instagram right now. I still need to get my YouTube stuff right, but it's 5 minutes with K, and I just touch on, you know, I could wake up and be just feeling joyous, and I'm just gonna speak on something joyous, or I could see something that sparked something. Like I'm real big on like seeing stuff and going, that's like misleading to the youth or to anybody that would, and trying to like correct it through my understanding of, you know what I'm saying, of giving it out. But yeah, 5 minutes to K, and then I do the talky shit K. That's just freestyling.
Duality,
Hey, I got
know?
Yeah.
I do it like this, I do it like that too.
Like I gotta keep balance, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I could venture this way, I could venture that way. I gotta have a balance, man.
I want to go ahead and give a quick input on this Instagram comment. Shout out to Nonstop Tamales. They say, I met Indian K at the hostel in downtown Cyphers every Sunday, and once I heard him, I immediately became a fan. Always a blessing to talk to him, and always motivates me to get on the microphone. Always passing me the mic and encouraging me, even though I'm not a rapper. I always love hip hop.
Yeah, that's the homie right there. Make sure you guys tap in with his tamales too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He does the leaf rap ones. They're pretty good. Pretty good.
Shout out to Y Dracer for also tapping in with the comments. He said, shout out to K.
Hey, what up, Y Jason? That's the homie right there. He just shot a video, if I'm correct. I thought I seen with Val 9, so be on the lookout for that one.
Shout out. Yeah, shout out to everybody on the Facebook, on the YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Shout out to all you guys, man. Thank you so much for joining us. We're still here kicking it with Indian K. I mean, time's flying, dude. Aside from those like 5 minutes where there was like no audio at the end, it's going.
I knew it was bad when Piccolo just looks at me. He's all like, "Come here." You see him just be like, "Hey, check it out." Pastor Poe's like, "No, come here."
Like, we can't continue like this.
I'm like, all right.
All right. Well, the J has been sparked.
Shit.
Brewski's got it on his camera angle.
Mr. Piccolo, can you give me a water, please?
Are we blurring this? Oh, there it is.
There we go. But
It might get a little foggy though.
Yeah, that's fine though.
damn, in any case, so we went ahead and touched on your projects, even your background, in which, damn, bro, you've been through a lot. You're a nice guy, bro, for going through a lot.
I mean, I tried. I had to grow to be like this, bro. Like, honestly, and I'm still growing, dog, because I still...
Really, bro? Because you a big motherfucker, dog. I heard your tracks before, and then when I met you in person, I was like, God dang.
Nah, for sure. But yeah, man, I work on every day just trying to be more peaceful, dog, and like
Yeah.
not let stupid shit get me irritated, and then not to be irritated and taking it out on everybody.
What were some of the ways that fatherhood like kind of changed you, and like, or like things that you noticed that you had to change, like as soon as you became a dad, or as,
That I had that tough guy shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's not shit I'm proud of, man. But when my oldest was a baby and shit, fucking, I jumped out the car on somebody and shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, I look back now and I'm like, I'm lucky they didn't do shit except like roll their window up and drive off. But it was just stupid like road rage shit. But I remember looking back and like my daughter was like just kind of looking at like, you know, what's going on and shit. And I'm like, oh no, that shit can't happen again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they taught me patience, bro, like, and love, you know what I'm saying? Like they softened me up because it's like, you know, I fell in with my daughter instantly, man, and like I had to talk with my older brother and shit. And I was nervous and shit. And he's like, what are you scared of and shit? I'm like, what if I fuck up, dog? Like, what if I fuck up? Because I was scared, dog. I was so used to living a certain life that I'm like, what if this kid doesn't change me, man?
First time parent, you know.
And my brother said, yo, anything before this don't matter. Anything before this don't matter. What you do now. And that shit stuck. I said, I'm never gonna leave my kids. I'm never gonna fucking be in that bullshit again. I'm never gonna even risk being in that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And got a job and fucking and just became a normal person.
I lived righteous.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And
what was that quote again? That shit hit hard.
my brother,
Yeah.
he told me, because I was telling him that I was scared and shit, and what if I slip over it? He said, anything before this, you know, because we were smoking a joint. I waited for my baby to be born, right? And he's like, anything before this don't matter. He's like, it's what you do after now. Because, you know, she's going to be here. He's like, all that shit in the past don't matter, dog.
Yo, I'm gonna have to write that down.
And it's hard for me still, you know, like for a long time, it like, I fucking question, like, who am I if not that person? Like, that's all I ever been.
That's all you ever known. I was conditioned.
Like, you know, for the longest, man, I didn't forget my real name and shit, but like, it was a long time before anybody had ever called me by my real name, ever. It's always been K. K's been with me since I was 12, 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it trips me out, like, I don't know, my kids, man, and then, you know, I got 3 of them and shit, but like, I don't know, I'd rather be a David Buster's and shit with them and just be like cool and like, you know, not crazy.
You know,
And that's, like I said, I'm not perfect, dog, like, you know, I fucking have my moments and shit, but I try to make sure that I have my moments not around them and shit, and, you know, if I need to fucking sit in the car, turn the music up and smoke a joint, fucking yell or some shit, like, that's cool, go back to regular program.
It's like that reel I just sent to Louis today earlier, that Malcolm in the Middle reel, remember?
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, he's cracked up on it. You gave me an emoji on it.
Oh yeah.
Basically, when you know
Dude, I
when
get so many reels. Yeah. When he goes into the car, he's like, "Relax, we're gonna make it through." We always do. He goes to the bed.
why me? Malcolm's in there like, what the fuck? He's just trying to sleep. It was that time when Lewis's mom was suing them because she fell from the house, and then she tells him that she's pregnant. And he's just losing his shit. Oh, and also I think she lost her job too.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a bad day.
Yeah.
Hey, David Buster's is lit though.
Yeah,
David
fuck
Buster's
the David
lit.
Busters, bro.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad we have one down the street.
Yeah, straight up, because I think the closest one is like somewhere off the 8.
Yeah. So it's down there.
It's like Chuck E. Cheese's older brother, dog.
Facts.
Straight
Facts.
up.
Yeah.
The full bar setup is nice.
Yeah, no, but just being able to watch like some fights, because they don't charge you for like UFC fights or boxing matches.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, then you know, just catch a couple of sports, go play a couple of games, just start chilling.
Yeah, nah,
That's
it's
right.
cool. Definitely cool.
Wait, they show the fights and shit in there?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I'm up. All right. Good to know.
I think they even let you rent out like the little party area if you want to just rent it out for your people and stuff to watch
fuck.
stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. pull up to your Dave and Buster's.
Shit, we gotta do a Christmas party either way this year.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, man. The holidays right around the corner. We got Thanksgiving, and then we have Christmas,
Yeah.
then New Year's night. Fuck.
Where did the year go, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. 2024 was a doozy, you know. And right now this is the last couple of days, or what, like last set of hours until we find out who's the new president gonna be.
Oh yeah, huh?
That's another one thing, huh? Yeah, everybody, go out and vote.
The ballots are still going on. Ballots will close by tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Like,
What's your take
allegedly.
on all that shit, man?
I don't pay attention to the
Yeah,
politics
for
and
sure.
shit,
It's not worth it, dude. It's not worth it.
I mean, I probably should be more like aware of some shit to just, you know. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just see what like them making fun of each other and shit like that. It's
Basically, all it is. Yeah, social media game. Political campaigns are crazy.
you know, people keep bringing up TikTok, and then even my brother too. He's like, "Yo, I downloaded TikTok on the iPhone. 'Cause he just got a new iPhone." Like, you know, it's gonna be banned, but in January, right? Like, unless they sell it to an American company.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They've been saying that
Mhm.
they're gonna ban it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
They've been saying that for a while though.
They
I don't
passed.
think
They
they-
passed.
I like TikTok
No, well,
because I laugh more on TikTok than any other platform. Because I don't know why I get a kick out of the shit I see on TikTok.
well, it went through the whole process. It became a bill and everything.
Oh,
Like,
so
yeah,
then,
it's like it went through the
so
House of
they were just
Representatives.
probably
Yeah.
waiting for all that shit.
So
Oh,
when does it come into effect?
January,
Oh
in
damn.
the month of January. I don't know what specific date, but January 2025.
Damn.
damn. Well,
So all you
goodbye,
TikTok influencers,
I just downloaded TikTok like a day ago. You tell me I got like 2 months?
You got 2 months.
Yeah, I might as well
Yep.
just erase that shit now.
Hey,
go hard or go home.
Learn the dances and make the
But-
videos quick.
Like I said though, they
Half-ass?
they said they will keep the app in the States if they sell it to a U.S. company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
just have an issue with it being a Chinese
Yeah.
company.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
It's a trip, huh?
But hey, only we get to spy on our people,
Yeah,
not you,
not you,
motherfuckers. Bastards.
Meanwhile, we're spying on them too.
Yeah.
Oh man. I know the Raiders had a bye week this past
Fuck
Sunday.
no, they didn't, bro.
No, they didn't.
No, they got their ass whooped, dog.
Ah, damn. Who were they playing against?
It was the Browns? I think it was the Browns.
Oh, the Browns.
Or the Bengals.
No, it wasn't the Chargers and the Browns.
What was the
I
Chargers?
think it was the Chargers and Browns.
Yeah.
I don't know who it was, man. I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of tuned out this season, bro, because it's not looking too good.
And then we just had our Halloween party.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
But shout out to
It
everybody
looked
who
like
went.
it was dope.
Shout out to everybody who went to Toasting, man. That shit,
Yeah, that shit
that
looked
was
dope.
lit.
We appreciate y'all tapping in that night, partying with us, and I hope y'all made it home safe and had a good time, filled with some good memories. Yeah, bro.
Definitely.
Dia de los Muertos was just a couple days ago too.
Yep. Which was surprising to me about how much of a controlled event it was this year at Eternal Hills here in Oceanside.
Well, I mean, it was super packed last year,
Yeah.
and people were just like, since it's like a one way, like you have enough space just for one car, like there's people just stuck like this.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, another lane somewhere there.
At this point, they had no
can't.
cars coming in, and they offered shuttles for people that were walking
Oh, that's
inside.
smart.
Yeah.
That's pretty
That's where it's
smart.
at.
They encourage outside
Yeah,
parking.
the shuttles.
That's
Yes.
what they should be doing. Front wave.
Mhm.
I think that's what they're going to be doing.
They also did an event like inside. They made like a little lot. It's right there by where JT's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had like a whole thing going. I missed it because I got there like at 6 because I went to go visit my son.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, you know. So just chilling, and then but of course I went with JT's mom and then we ate. I ate a lot of tamales. Gonna lie to you. I ate a lot this weekend.
That's always a fire.
Yeah. How was your guys' Dia de los Muertos Day?
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I know you just came back from Tijuana, my guy.
Yeah, that's what I was at, bro. So
How was
it a
that
good
this
time.
year?
Well, I don't think I've ever really celebrated Dia de los Muertos besides last year with JT and then this year, bro. But it was cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was holding down the barbecue grill, so. It was
Oh,
fun
you
time.
had a chance to barbecue?
Yeah.
That's right. What about you, Dow? You like to grill?
I love the grill.
You love the grill?
Right? It's such a sick thing, bro.
Would you guys do charcoal or propane?
I like charcoal,
Charcoal.
personally. Yeah.
Charcoal?
I don't care.
And I grill any weather.
Let me
It could be
cook.
raining. As long as I can cook, I love the grill.
Just think about once you put that shit down, you hear that. You just look at it. Then your homie's just there kicking it with you. You're just looking at that shit. Yeah, just flip that shit. Keep talking.
Straight up. Good time.
Fuck yeah. Oh, and then we still got more. We got Nonstop Tamales just gave us a shout to Kick It Lab.
Hey.
Air emojis,
Shout out,
100
shout out.
heart emoji, and then cool underscore Stuffman said vote with the ballot box and salute. Yo, and shout out to Triple OG Comics as well. They've been having a great year ever since that,
The
bro.
Tamale Guy release.
Yeah.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out.
Yeah, straight up. Shout out them. That's a good comic too. I got that at the crib.
Yeah, fucking that was one hell of a party too. My favorite moment from that day still is when they busted out the corrido for the comic book.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
This comic book has its own corrido, dog.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
Shit, man.
And then Rosewood Kitchen just also had their hip hop show. That's why low key, if you didn't catch us last week previously, Rosewood Kitchen had a cracking that day, and it was also Shingo's birthday celebration as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to the boy. Soul Spitters, man, they always do the damn thing, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I caught their performance so far at that DJ Quick show. Honestly, they killed it at that show, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
No, they did good. They did
yeah,
good.
and then at Rosewood, did the damn thing.
Yeah, man, they're dope, bro. They're a dope ass group. They definitely got no problem with the big stage, Like they got that shit on lockdown.
For sure.
And playing the small shit too, It's shout out to that whole crew, man. They get down. What are some of some of the more recent artists that you've been fucking with?
Like local or just
Yeah, local and probably bigger artists as well.
fucking Glorilla. I like Glorilla shit. But the neighborhood kids.
Dude, they get
They're
down.
dope as fuck.
Yeah, from Vista.
Yeah. Damn, I haven't really been into music like that lately. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What's been your?
I barely started even coming back out to shows
Yeah.
and shit like that. So I just been chill with podcasts and working and shit, and then trying to create.
Yeah.
music.
Oh yeah. What are some of your favorite podcasts to listen to?
Joe Budden podcast. Parker Edison just dropped I want to say it's San Diego Report or something, but with KPBS,
Mhm.
and it's basically talking about the hip hop scene foundation of back in the day. Matter of fact, I think they just dropped the episode with Blame One, speaking about North County and
Oh
stuff,
shit.
and when he was coming up. But he also had another podcast. I don't know if he stopped it, but I also listen to the Brilliant Idiots, Drink Champs.
Yeah. Those are all pretty dope
I want
podcasts.
to say 805 South or 85 South. The comedians.
Oh, is it Harlan Williams? I think it's Harlan Williams.
I'm not sure their names, but they're comedians. I know that. But yeah, if it's interesting, you know what I'm saying, I play it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. What was gonna get to? I've been listening to a lot of Billy Carson lately. That shit's been fucking with my head for a bit.
Why?
Just when it comes down to the whole theory about we're all living in a simulation.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah. He also brought up a good point, whereas there's a video game, I forgot the name of it, but they injected AI in that video game, or they're planning to, and at that point you're just creating in a sense us.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now those video game avatars gonna have consciousness once you add AI into it.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
the next step to AI would be AIG, some shit like that.
Really? I've never heard about AIG.
That'd be more like the next system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's just been messing with my head lately, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What has the whole AI stuff or that joint that we just sparked?
Both actually.
Yes.
Because that whole like, because that whole conversation with like what he's actually studying, which would be like the ancient tablets right over there in Egypt, and he's also like trying to find out exactly where we came from, and his point is being like we're stuck like on this loop, where it's like civilizations like always rise and always gets destroyed, and it's basically based off of like extraterrestrials. If I've seen that right, whatever. People from space and shit from other planets. I know. Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah, shit like that. That shit's been fucking my mind the whole weekend. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Ah, damn, bros.
Mm-hmm. Some good shit, right?
What if like that's the next? What if like AI is like the next step in like in the human process? Yeah.
In the human process, like advancing us.
Yeah.
Like, how do you think we would need to advance?
Like physically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we have, I guess, like super smart brains compared to the rest of the fucking animals, right? Like, but our bodies is like, that's what decays and shit, you know, the physical part of it. But then we're also getting like the AI is like the fucking consciousness. Now you have something that's like knows everything you know, like putting it back to you and shit, you know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So we created this fucking AI, but now we see our flaws through it because it's our creation type of shit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's deep.
That shit get deep. Fuck yeah, Louis. That's right.
I miss Sweet, man.
You did a whole month, right?
Almost 2.
Almost 2 months, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. How'd you feel?
Feel good, bro. Like my weed smoking has definitely gone way down.
Yeah, bro. You look great too, though. Getting
Whatever.
back to the sessions.
Trying.
Yeah, you do look good.
Hey, remember, like we said, that consistency. The inconsistency is the only consistency, dog. But fuck it, whatever, man.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm high right now. What are some of your favorite conspiracies, man?
Yeah, let's tap into that.
I don't really pay attention to that shit.
Huh?
Nah, like I'm not a conspiracy person, really. I mean, unless there's like I mean, like I can't think of anything offhand. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very like even like the stuff you guys are talking about. I'm like, I get what you guys are saying, but I don't think about like. Yeah.
You ever hear that one conspiracy about how like Bigfoot can basically walk through dimensions?
Yeah. I mean, I believe shit like that. I believe shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's freaking creatures in the ocean that, you know what I'm saying, we haven't even ever seen.
Yeah.
And like, you ever see like some of these like fishes that they pull up, how big they are and shit? Imagine how much big shit is down there. So
Yeah, kind of like I work.
you know, I think like Bigfoots and stuff like that exist and all that.
Oh man.
I just don't dive into like trying to figure out if it's
Yeah, that's crazy.
because my mind will go, bro. Like I don't.
Just a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Like, you going for days.
I'll be sitting there like irritated with myself, like, but if this doesn't, why does this irritate him like that? I'm cool.
Yeah, man. Do you have any new music coming up?
So I'm working on a project with Frankie Fadeless.
Oh shit.
Produced by Admiral Atlas. And then I got a project with JX Beats out of Oxnard / San Jose.
Okay.
And we're not. I mean, they're pretty. The one with me and JX is pretty much done. So we just gotta configure how we're gonna do it all and try to get that out sooner. The one with me and Fadeless, I think we want to do like a real album with it because we got such good music on it. Like me and him just been like bouncing off of each other, and it's I guess like gonna be like motivational type music and shit.
Okay.
Not depressing, but it's we're trying to make sure the beats and stuff blend right to not make it depressing because some of the shit we're saying might come off as depressing
Yeah.
to give it a balance. But yeah, I'm just trying to like from like going forward, man. I'm just trying to like create more of the music. And I know it sounds weird because it's like, well, you're creating music.
It's just like one part of it.
Yeah, I want my music to like touch. I want my music to touch people. And I know everyone ain't gonna do it, but I know like, you know what I'm saying? Like I aim in every song to like send something, a message through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like that, even if people don't get it now, then maybe find my shit in 10 years, like, oh, I remember this dude, and you listen to it, and maybe it hits you different. You're like, fuck. You know what I mean? Because that's what music did to me. Like, that's how I survived a lot. Music, DMX slipping, you know what I'm saying? Fucking a bunch of Tupac shit, all his shit, fucking How Long Will They Mourn Me? Rapid Forte, I'll Be Around. Like, just songs that just like, where I felt like stuck was like telling me to not keep going. Keep going. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what I want my music to do that, man. And I had that plan when I was doing like the dualities. And I personally feel like I fell off, you know what I'm saying? I got caught up in like, oh, what's up? Okay, like, yo, this fool's a artist and like playing rapper. Like, I feel like I started playing rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, what the fuck am I doing? Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? I like really love this shit and I stopped loving it.
Yeah.
And I was like fucking going places and then like I'm fucking up, I'm fucking around, you know what I'm saying? I'm bullshit. Then I'm like canceling shit. Hey, dog, I'm not gonna show up. And then it just, I fell out of love with it, bro. I was like, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now I'm just like in a better headspace, relaxed, and I don't have pressure that I gotta like be the guy and shit. And like, I don't have that pressure, bro. I just gotta create now. And so now I'm like, I'm just gonna create beautiful music, dog. That's all I'm trying to do.
Fuck yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah, especially with Faithless, bro. I think that's a perfect duo ready to happen.
Yeah. And me and him, we've tried this before. So we got stuff in the archives and it just like fell through and shit at the time. And then we came back and like, but it's still there. Like when I work with him, like we just hear the beat and like, sometimes you're like, well, where you headed on and shit? Like, nah, we play the beat and we just let each other right. And then we come back like, what are you saying? And then he'll say his shit or I'll say my shit. And then the other person will be like, that's crazy. Listen to what I said right here. And it matches.
Yeah.
Like our stuff just matches.
You guys kind of have like the same concept of
yeah, because we know what we want to do with
Yeah.
it. Like, we have the same pain. Me and him talk more than just making music. Like we talk to each other. We know like, you know what I'm saying? Like what the fuck each other's going through. And like we both are like, we have the same mindset. Like we want to win and like we want to overcome our obstacles. And like, so we're going to put that on the music.
Do you guys like talk about it, like listen to the beat and then like, oh, this is what I want to do with this song, or do you guys just like write and then go from there?
Yeah, it goes either way.
Okay.
Like so like some beats, you hear them and you already know what the beat's for.
Yeah.
Like you just hear it, you're like, oh, we're gonna get in some deep shit. Or you're like, oh, we're about to fuck shit up on this.
Yeah.
Beat. Like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of know, but if one of us has an idea or something, I hear like a hook and stuff, then we just start piecing it together. So then it'd be like, wait, what'd you say the hook was? Okay, all right. We'll start writing and then we just kind of piece it. Like one of the songs we're working on, Breathe, like we fucking have touched that hook so much and like redid it.
Yeah.
Listen to it. Well, maybe if we said it this way, redid that, boom, and to where we're actually getting it to now, we're like, yo, this is crazy because it's becoming something dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the verses were obviously foundation was the hook, and so that made it hella easy. The hook, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you just connect, you just click,
Yeah.
Works.
So, yeah, and then I plan on, I was just on RM the Poet shit last year, and like I always work with that brother whenever he invites me, and like it has to feel right for me. It has to be right. And you know what I mean? Like, as long as it's right, I don't mind, you know, giving a verse to anybody that still wants to hear me give a verse. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
Like,
yeah. Let's just make some music and shit. You know,
yeah,
type of
yeah,
thing.
that's all I'm on, man. Like, and I know some people are like, man, I was like, I'm not worried about the other
Yeah.
shit. I just want to make music. It'll get where it needs to go, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's another thing I'm learning. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could walk around with bad energy, man. It's gonna go where it needs to go. I walk around with good energy. It's gonna go where it needs to go. If you walk around with good energy, you tend to find people are more like, "Hey, what's up?" You walk around bad energy, people are like, "Yo, that fool, get this fool away from me." Like, why is he always in a bad mood and shit? So I just try to be, you know. I noticed that instead of being like, "What's up, dog?" to somebody, right, that I don't know, walking by, "What's up, dog?" Their response is more like aggressive.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm like, "What's up, brother?" You know, even if they're wanting
It's
to be
like,
aggressive,
yeah, it's a flight.
they're like, because it's
The
like,
tone.
yeah, and I'm like
And the word.
giving, I'm letting you know that I'm not a threat, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so, yeah, that's my music's gonna get where it needs to go. You know, I'm just focused on trying to make the best music now that I can.
Fuck
You know
yeah,
what I'm
man.
Hell yeah. Let's get it, K. I'm looking forward to 2025 where I can hear you and Fearless, maybe even more RM, definitely more projects, bro.
For sure. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'm back.
Yeah. Any videos coming up, or are you thinking of? Right now?
So not yet, but I have to start thinking of videos, especially with this JX project, because we're super close.
Mhm.
And so he's already giving me the okay, like, yeah, whatever videos you want to get done on it, knock it out. But
Do you have an idea what those videos?
so I suck at videos, dog. Like, I suck at videos.
Yeah.
No, I swear to God, like, Carino, you guys know Carino? He does like my
Mhm.
videos and shit, like, but I'd be like, whatever ideas you got. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, cause I don't know, I don't see that vision, which is weird.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, I could paint the vision through the words, but for some reason in the like video, I'm like,
It's like visual. It's
yeah,
like
I don't know how to do it. So
yeah.
like, I tend to like let whoever wants to help me with that area, help me with that area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but I do have like ideas in my head of like some of the songs of what I want to do with them. You know what I mean? So somebody told me to do like a board. What are those?
Yeah,
You know
that
those
would be-
like where you kind of draw, sketch this ideas and then kind of put it like how it would go, how you see it going.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of a thinking board.
But yeah, something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
that's
so,
I think that's what it's thinking board.
Yeah.
Do that but with lyrics, dog.
That would be.
Just like bars and shit.
Yeah.
just, like, everywhere.
This is what I see for the video, dog, and just give that to the to Carino.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm getting ready to get back on all that shit, man.
Would you ever plan on doing skits in those videos?
Yeah, I don't mind. Like I said, as long as everything flows and shit, you know, like even Go Win at the end of it, I don't think people ever watch to the very end. But me and Nimi, shout out my brother Nimi, we always have like this bickering of Taco Bell and Del Taco. I don't know if you guys ever like, but like we'll bicker on social media and like people fucking love that shit. They're just like, you guys crack me up, and like people really be like trying to convince me to eat Taco Bell. And so actually want to say this right here. I don't really have an issue with Taco Bell. I just prefer Del Taco over Taco Bell.
Yeah.
But it turned into this like, they're like, Kay fucking hates Taco Bell. Why you hate Taco Bell, Kay? And it's like, I don't hate Taco Bell. I just prefer. But me and my bro have this, you know, bickering, and we put it at the end of the Go Win, which is a deeper song. So I wanted to kind of like you to hear it and then like get like a laugh.
Yeah, a little break. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down with skits, man. I'm down with anything as long as it flows right. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as it flows right and shit, like, I'm with it, man. Like, I just don't like forcing anything, and you know. But yeah, I got to get more creative on that side of the things. Yeah.
Man, I think that's like the most difficult part of being like an artist, just like the creativity and like the constant like mindset of keeping that creativity going.
Exactly.
Because it's tough, you know.
Yeah. It's draining.
Yeah.
It's draining, especially like one of my brothers one time told me like, yo, how the fuck do you like rap the way you rap? Like he laughed, but I know he's like, it's fucking, bro, aren't you depressed and shit? Like, but I'm like, I got what he was saying, you know what I'm saying? Because it does drain me.
Yeah.
Like when I write some of the shit I write, it takes it takes a lot out of me. Like, you know what I mean? And so I think I don't know, maybe that's where I lack trying to be creative on videos and shit, because I'm like, these fucking just created these songs and like, they took a lot of my energy because they're all like my life. And then I'm like, a video, like, I don't fucking know, like, just play and record and shit.
Right. Good, please.
I keep hitting this thing, dude.
Oh yeah, Humble Photography. Yeah, I'm glad you plugged that in. He's like, great show again, fellas. Shout out to Indian K and RM the Poet. See y'all at the members only show.
Salute.
Yeah, November 16th. That's going down. The members right there at Apollo Casino. Yo, shit, I'm gonna have a fun time. That shit's always dope, bro. Especially when members always pulls together. Remember, last year's was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It rained that day.
happened right there at the Carlsbad Mall. You know, Desi Hollow performed and everything. Yo, shout out to members Card Club only.
Yeah, they get down, bro. They get down with their shows.
Hell yeah. Well, Indian K, bro, it's been great. Fucking just chopping it up with you.
For sure.
Getting to know exactly the man behind the music. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Oh yeah, bro. Any last thoughts or any last comments or any last shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, where can they find you at, bro?
You can find me on Instagram at indian.cool with a K, and then all platforms Indian K. Yeah. And then if you want to catch me on, no, just
I don't know you got no shows coming up. All right.
no, I don't got no shows coming up. Even though I gotta start figuring that out, because I gotta start getting back into the pacing of the shit. But yeah, right now, no, I'm it's all slow pace with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably beginning of the year, I'll start focusing on getting back to the show aspect of the shit.
Fuck yeah, man. Can't wait to hear it, man. Can't wait to see it. Any last words from you guys?
Go vote.
Remember that he doesn't hate Taco Bell, man.
With those last words being said, though, dog, yeah, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us tonight. You can catch us around next week. Yo, thank you for sipping with us, thank you for choking up with us, thank you for kicking it.
Peace.
Peace.